Afternoon MMA fans, this is Dave Clifford, aka Fishy Fridge on Twitter.
And this is Joy at JoyGNY on Twitter.
And this is a Fight Fuel MMA blast from the past. Today we're going to watch a couple legends of the sport fight in the Pride Shockwave Absolute Tournament 2004 in Japan. They had pitted Wanderlei Silva, the Pride middleweight champion from
Brazil,
against Mark Hunt, New Zealand kickboxer turned mixed martial artist at this point. Silva's original opponent had been Kazushi Sakuraba, insanely famous Japanese mixed martial artist, really one of the pioneers of Pride. He withdrew, and so now they found a late-minute replacement, and they got Mark Hunt, a man who outweighed Silva by about 75 pounds, to step in and take the fight. So with no further ado, we're going to start the action.
Wait, before we go, just want to say that this is very early in Mark Hunt's career.
Very early in Mark Hunt's
So, what was he,
MMA
1-1
career.
in Pride?
He was 1-1 in mixed martial arts. That's
oh, wow.
the entirety of his record.
That's crazy because he's so, well-known now. And he's so pretty dominant.
Yeah,
fairly
he's
dominant.
A beloved heavyweight.
Yeah.
But back then, he was a kickboxer. He was the K1 champion, first non-European ever to be a K1 champion, and he decided to transition to mixed martial arts and showed early on in his career that he did not mind taking late-minute fights.
All right.
And with that being said,
fight!
So the first thing you notice here is the huge size difference between these guys.
Round one.
Starting in round one,
Yeah.
Mark Hunt is just massive compared to Silva.
Yeah. It's so crazy because he looks pretty much the same today.
Yeah.
He looks just a little younger here.
I mean, right now when you see Hunt, he looks in a little better shape. But
Yeah.
right now, this is without him having a camp. So, he's game. He's coming in to fight, a smaller man, but a man that was feared in the Pride organization.
Yeah, very dominant. To be undefeated in Pride,
18
that's big.
fights in Pride.
That's
undefeated.
pretty amazing.
So the big question was whether Wanderlei would attempt to fight on the feet or take Hunt to the ground where he was less experienced. That question was answered within a minute.
Yep.
Wanderlei shot in, and with the trip takedown, he's got Hunt on his back.
Yep. And I guess back then he was just known for his striking. I mean, he still is just known for his striking. That guy can hit. Mark Hunt can hit and knock anybody out. Anybody.
One punch.
One punch.
Famous for the walk-off KO right now. But back then, the disparity between his striking skills and ground skills was much bigger. I mean, on the ground, he's defended against Wanderlei, but...
Yeah, wow. Scramble, and now...
Knees from the clinch by Wanderlei.
Yeah, but Hunt was able to get back up to his feet, which is
Yeah.
pretty impressive.
He closed up a half
You know,
guard.
for a kickboxer.
Yeah, he closed up a half guard, shrugged Silva off. Silva tried for a head stomp on the break, but Hunt got it standing again.
Yeah, and that's got to be the size advantage as well, right?
Absolutely. Hunt's a much bigger, physically stronger guy. Hunt is the one taking the center of the ring here. He is stalking Wanderlei, and that's a big change for Wanderlei.
Yeah, that's got... Oof. Oh my gosh. Was that an overhand left?
That was an overhand left,
Yeah.
and Hunt dropped... It didn't even catch him flush, and it dropped Wanderlei.
Yeah, see, there you go. Mark Hunt hits like no other.
And I think, you got to credit Hunt for taking the fight short notice, but you got to credit Silva, too. He had a lot to lose here.
Yeah.
Oh, head stomps. I
Oh
love
my
Pride.
gosh. Yeah, Pride's crazy.
Silva's patented move, grabbing the ropes and then soccer kicking his opponent in the head.
Now, grabbing the ropes was not allowed,
Not
per
allowed.
se.
But they,
It's like grabbing the cage. It's not allowed.
They
but
winked
people
and
still
nodded
do
at it.
Yeah.
And again, they're up. Hunt's taking the center of the octagon. And Silva doesn't look like he wants to shoot. It looks like he wants to swing.
Which is insane.
Yeah.
That shows you how tough this guy is.
Here he goes. He's looking for a
Oh,
takedown.
wow. He
Catches-
kind of rocked him.
Yeah, he caught Hunt with the left hook that made Mark Hunt take notice. And Hunt is breathing a little already.
Yeah. Now, Pride, back in the day, Pride had what, one 10-minute round? That was the first round, right?
The first round was 10 minutes.
Which is such a difference to what you see today.
Mm-hmm.
In the UFC, of course, and Bellator.
Yeah,
well,
and
right?
Bellator. I mean, everyone goes with a 5-minute round now, but Pride, they did... Oh, and Hunt is down again.
Yeah, and Silva's in side control.
Side control, using
Now,
Pride rules.
Pride, now, this is one thing. Like, I've never really watched Pride. I'm looking back on watching it because I'm a newer fan. If they're next to the ropes and they're on the ground, the ref stops it, stands them up, and puts them in the center of the ring in the same position that they were in before. That's what just happened.
That is...
It's so strange.
It is a strange rule. I think the cage is a superior format for mixed martial arts because you don't have that problem with fighters getting tangled in the ropes. But this is how Pride got around the fact that fighters got tangled in the ropes. They had the stop, don't move rule. Which is exactly what Joy just described.
Yeah.
And it did cause a little break in the action, you know. I mean, it didn't take the fighters out of the fight.
No.
And you just gloss it over watching it. But it is a strange, strange thing.
Yeah, it's strange looking at it now. You know, I didn't grow up watching this, so this is very different.
Oh, he's looking for an Americana. Silva is looking for...
Wow.
Oh, and Hunt rolls
Wow. He just rolled right into his guard.
Silva went for a submission. Took a chance, and Hunt rolled right into Silva's guard, and now you've got the bigger fighter on top. That is a lot of weight to be sitting down on Silva. Silva's got his guard locked up, but we're going to see if he can escape right here.
Yeah.
And Silva, he's striking from the bottom. Like we were saying, today when you watch Silva, you think the Axe Murderer. You think a Muay Thai wrecking machine, but he does have a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. He doesn't utilize it too much in his fights, but he's working a closed guard against the massive girth of Mark Hunt. It's probably tough to keep his legs locked up.
Yeah.
And Hunt is making Silva feel his weight right now. He's pressing down on him. Silva's huffing and puffing a little bit and intermittently throwing some strikes from the bottom. Here he's looking for an arm.
Yeah, and I don't know how far we are into this round. But again, it's a 10-minute round. Yeah. So
I think we're about halfway in the round. Oh, yeah. Silva was looking for a triangle.
Now, wow, he escaped out of his guard.
Right back in the guard, but now Hunt is raining down some shots.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh, foot stomps.
One head stomp from Hunt. And
up kicks and foot stomps is going on right now.
Oh
my God!
That's a flying ass drop by Mark Hunt right there.
Naomi ain't got nothing on Hunt.
Hunt is
that was like the early version of a rear view.
And
he just dropped his butt on him, like straight up like E Honda.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like E Honda. And an unorthodox.
Just like one of those.
Unorthodox striking attempt. It got Hunt on the bottom now with Silva raising up to drop some rights on him.
Now they reverse positions basically after that scramble. Hunt's on his back and he's got Silva in his full guard. So now Silva's looking to do some damage. Hunt's looking to just control and arm control.
Yeah, Hunt, I don't think he has an offensive ground game, but he's looking to control Silva's arms. He's got his full guard locked up. Looking not to eat shots if he doesn't have to.
Yeah.
And Silva is looking to create space. He's looking to he's throwing some hammer fists onto Hunt. This is not where Mark Hunt wants to be.
No, he wants to be knocking people out on his feet.
Oh, elbows aren't allowed in Pride. Silva just dropped 3 elbows right in Hunt's midsection. No. The Japanese did not like blood. You'll see time and time again.
Elbows cut people, right?
Yep. You will see time and time again fights getting stopped due to small cuts, fights being, broken so that doctors can clean the blood off the face of the fighters.
We were watching a fight where they were cleaning the ring, because there was blood in the ring, so.
It's just a cultural thing. It's not even fighter safety sometimes, it's just they don't like to see blood, so the elbows were not allowed.
Yeah. Well, it makes for things to be less slippery, I guess.
You don't have people fishing for subs, bleeding, losing their sub attempts, but...
Like we just saw.
But yeah.
That's another podcast from UFC 196.
Yeah. But, it did take away a fighter's tools. I love elbows. I think elbows are one of the
Yeah.
best strikes you could throw.
Agreed.
To make up for it, however, they did let you stomp on the head of a downed opponent.
That's like, what?
And soccer kick a downed opponent.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that would cause more blood.
It would cause more blood when heads were rolling into the
Yeah.
fourth row. And now Silva's going for the aforementioned stomp. He missed.
Such a crazy scramble right there. He's going for a foot stomp. Hunt's just trying to roll out of the way, and then they end up standing.
And now Hunt's fixing the trunks.
Gotta fix the trunks.
Taking the center of the octagon.
Pull up his britches.
Well, of the ring, not the octagon.
That's alright. Same difference. Now, I'm curious, this is a little side note. The ref in the ring, does he have pigtails? Or is it just me?
I'm gonna take a look.
Oh, Hunt just
Silva's
dropped
down, and
Silva again.
Silva just welcomed Hunt into his open guard.
Yep.
Maybe he wants to clear the cobwebs for a minute. I don't know if it was a punch or a slip, but Silva went down. And now Hunt's on top, and again, Silva's carrying that weight.
Oof.
That's Hunt's greatest advantage in that fight.
Yeah.
In this fight, 70 pounds.
Well, and his knockout power.
Of course.
He dropped Silva twice.
Yeah.
And we're still in the first round.
So Silva's working. It's actually a pretty offensive guard. He's raising up. He's looking for an arm. He's looking for a triangle if he could get it. He's not just holding. He's not laying and praying. He's not waiting until the ref stands him up. He is looking for things.
Yeah. Hunt's bleeding?
Hunt is cut.
Okay. Oh, maybe from those elbows. Those illegal elbows.
Hunt is... It's a small cut. If it is a cut, it could be coming from his nose, but you do see some blood on Silva's torso. Silva's looking to tie up Hunt's right arm.
I don't think I've ever seen Hunt bleed.
Not his own blood.
Yeah.
And the one thing Hunt is doing most effectively on the ground, he's maintaining his position. He's keeping top position. Every once in a while he'll raise up, drop a bomb, but it's mostly he's keeping position.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to be thinking in his mind, if this is going to go... And
round?
the round is over.
The round's over, okay.
Alright, so the round ended with Silva on his back, Hunt in a down position. The blood is coming from Hunt's nose, not a cut. And we're going to see if Hunt looks any fresher coming out for the second round, because he does look tired.
Yeah, I mean, 10-minute round. It was a 10-minute round. And then they have, is this like a main event? Is it two more rounds?
I believe we've got 2 more rounds.
2 more rounds.
5-minute rounds, though.
2 5-minute rounds coming up. And that's that's how the Pride fights were structured.
Yes. So we got replays going on, and here's the left that dropped Silva.
Ooh, he didn't even land it cleanly.
Just grazed him and dropped him.
Could you imagine if he landed that
That was a
just
forearm
straight on
strike.
the temple? He would have been completely out.
That fight would have been over. Here is Silva going for that
submission,
and Hunt
which
rolls
easily rolled him over.
easily.
Yeah.
Here is Hunt in Silva's close guard. Oof.
Just hurting him.
When he
Now,
gets spaced around,
This is the best part.
atomic butt drop.
That could have really messed up
Silva's
Silva's
back. That
neck.
could have jacked up his back and neck, because Silva caught that
Silva
on the
was
coccyx.
stacked up.
Yeah, he was
He
stacked.
was stacked up on his back, and Hunt just did like a flying E Honda like sumo style splash
Straight up.
all up on that.
Yes, he did.
So that was insane. That was really cool, really creative, but also it could have been very dangerous for Silva.
Yeah, I think that might have been the idea. But
yeah, but like just you could have threw a couple of vertebrae out of alignment right there. All right,
And Hunt looks all right.
He looks
fresh face to the world.
For a late minute replacement with that much weight on his frame. That's very impressive.
His cardio is
10
impressive.
minutes, yeah.
Silva looks concerned coming out, to be honest. He doesn't look like...
Yeah, well, he's so dominant in Pride, and that one round alone made him look like there are not holes in his game, but he's not as invincible as his record and his previous fights show.
But we do have to note he is the Pride middleweight champion, not openweight champion. And Mark Hunt is a big man, and now he is. Drop Silva again. Unloads, caught him with a right.
Oh, man. Mark Hunt has dangerous, dangerous hands.
Silva was working.
Oh, foot stomp.
Jesus! Stomp to the
He
head
stacked
by
up again.
Hunt.
Now, a little note on what we're watching right now. They're next to the ropes. Another rope rule is you can't hold on to the ropes, and there are people, designated people, that stand around the ring, and they slap your hand if you touch the ropes.
That is, I wonder what their official job description is, but they will shake you off those ropes. They'll slap at the arms. They'll rip your hands off the ropes.
And what was that rule called again? Where they
stop, don't move.
The stop, don't move rule
don't
just
move.
applied.
Back in the center with Hunt in Silva's closed guard.
Yes.
Now, Silva might do well to just try to tie up Hunt here and kind of clear some of the cobwebs, because the head stomp didn't land direct on his face, but it caught him. And that is what Silva's doing. He's
trying to recover.
Trying to recover his faculties, tie Hunt up, and he's throwing small shots from the bottom, breathing out of his mouth now.
Yeah.
He's tired.
Now, Hunt's just eating some small shots.
Hunt doesn't even know he's getting hit right
No.
now. He has a head made of steel.
Yeah, his chin is ridiculous.
Still, to this day, legendary. He still has that chin.
Now, why did the ref just stand them up?
Inactivity.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess little punches from the bottom don't really do much.
No.
Hunt was just kind of laying on him.
Silva is backed into a corner in a pugilistic stance, and Hunt is stalking, waiting to unload on him.
Man, Hunt is just...
Hunt threw and unbalanced himself for a second and clearly said, fuck. Now it... Oh, Silva with the trip takedown into full mount.
Oh, that's not good. Hunt is... Okay, so Silva right now is in full mount. Hunt is holding on to his midsection with his arms around him, really trying to avoid any sort of punishment.
He lost it now.
Yeah.
He's got the grip again.
So...
But you'll note, Hunt is so big, Silva can't get his hooks in underneath Hunt's legs.
Yeah.
Silva is mounted, but he's just basically straddling him. Hunt is too big for him to completely control.
Which I've experienced in jiu-jitsu class. Whenever someone's bigger than me and I'm trying to sink hooks in, and it's like, man, I can't reach my legs around you.
It is hard. And another thing that we both experienced in jiu-jitsu class is what Wanderlei Silva was experiencing towards the end of round one. A big body laying on top of you makes it hard to breathe.
Yes. Even someone the same size as you, even if they're a little smaller than you, if they know how to effectively position their weight onto you, it's very uncomfortable.
Because you're tired to begin with. You're trying to fill your lungs with air, and there's a weight on top of it.
Yeah, putting pressure in those uncomfortable places, like across your mouth, across your neck, on your shoulder.
It's more than just uncomfortable. It saps the air from you. It saps your cardio.
Yeah.
That's
true.
Silva has still maintained mount, but he can't do anything with it. I think he knows the second he raises up here, Hunt is going to buck
him off. Because that'll be very easy for him, just because of the size difference. So, inactivity,
I think they're gonna put it
too
in
close
the
to the
center.
ropes?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think they're going to put it in the center.
Oh, he's drooling a little bit. Okay, that's
He
kind
is
of gross.
drooling.
Sometimes these close-ups, man. If I see drool or someone's really dripping sweat, like somebody like Brock Lesnar, I cannot get a close-up of him in HD when he's all sweaty. It kind of grosses me out.
Brock Lesnar, period.
Yeah. Or just like if there's a booger or,
So right now, and this is what we're talking about. Hunt rolls bucks, and now he is in top control.
So impressive.
Hunt's size is his biggest ally on the ground right now.
Yeah, so he just went from Silva being in full mount. Hunt just like kind of picked him up and turned him around.
He rolled him. It didn't
and
even
rolled him
look,
right into. Yeah.
It didn't even look like Hunt was really working that hard for it.
No.
He's just so strong.
That was crazy.
And whereas if Silva had that full mount on a man his own size, it'd be a different story. But Hunt's strength is just carrying him on the ground. And now Hunt is on top of Silva. Silva's working small strikes from the bottom. Nothing really behind him. He does have a high guard, though. He is thinking submission. He's not just thinking, hold on. He's thinking, can I throw up a triangle? Can I look for an armbar?
Which is very different when Hunt's got full guard versus Silva, and that's just the BJJ background
Yeah.
that Silva has. Which,
Hunt's
yeah.
Hunt's guard is purely defensive. Where Silva, here we go,
Yeah,
looking for an
he was
armbar
that
at the end
really?
of the round.
That was the end of the round?
Yep.
Okay.
We've got one more.
He was just about to sink in a submission or attempt to sink in a submission, and then the round ended. So, he's looking...
He doesn't look beat, but he doesn't look confident in the corner.
No, he looks like this is a big challenge for him.
I think Silva has
And he knows
accurately
it.
assessed
Yeah.
the fight, and he said, I can't knock this man out,
No.
and I don't know how else I'm going to win. Whereas Hunt
could knock him out if he
if he
he
lands
dropped
clean,
him so many times. Like, at this point, if he lands a clean shot, this guy's going out. I mean, that's every fight for him, though.
and you got to give
he
it to
hits
Silva.
with dynamite.
Jesus, you got to give it to Silva. He just ate a Mark Hunt uppercut followed by a right hook and retained his faculties.
That is one tough man.
Yes.
And Mark Hunt is one of the
Yeah.
greatest, most powerful strikers I've ever seen. And he still is.
You know, some of these stomps, I have a
that
theory
uppercut.
about.
Sorry.
No, I have a theory about stomps in Pride, and I think a lot of times fighters were willing to throw the technique, but in point of fact, purposefully aimed their stomps a little off because they were afraid of killing somebody. I think you see it all the time. A stomp maybe could land flush right on the nose, forehead, and you'll see the attacking fighter throw it to graze the opponent's head rather than crush it into the mat. I think it's just an intrinsic human state. You don't want to kill this man.
Yeah, that's like, it just reminds me of, in wrestling, I hate to make the comparison, but we've made a few. Triple H using his sledgehammer and not just bashing someone in the skull with it and killing them. You know, just kind of using it. It's more intimidating looking going for a foot stomp than it is effective, because who wants to stomp someone's face in? That's just terrible.
Yeah, I think there's very few people who would tell you, my goal in a fight is to win by stomping my opponent's cranium in.
Yeah, and now we're going into the
third and
Final round.
that's it.
Round 3.
Fight! And Mark Hunt has the center of the ring.
That is not where you want to be.
Ooh, nice knee up the middle by Hunt. Let's talk about Hunt's cardio again here.
He's insane.
He's fresh. Going into... This is the 16th minute of this fight, and he's fresh.
Man, if I could freaking go more than 2 minutes without being winded and sparring, I'd be happy. That's sad for me. Oh, went for some sort of takedown, and...
Silva... Oh, now Silva had Hunt's back. He's got his back for a brief
that's
second.
gotta be hard to keep
Too high up.
man that big's back.
It was too high up on the back, and Hunt
And he
reversed
lost position. No.
Hunt is...
If I were Hunt, I would just let him stand up, which he did.
Hunt
in a
lands
way.
a right on Silva. Silva eats it. Hunt is slipping now. I think he is
how much
tired.
more power
Silva is tired.
can you throw
bouncing
it?
off the ropes.
Yeah.
They are swinging with everything they have, though.
Those are not pigtails on the ref. Just a side
Camera.
note. It's a camera or a headset or some sort.
Yeah. These guys are fucking warriors.
This is insane. Pride is another level.
And Silva has Hunt down again. Hunt
They're close to
shows
the ropes.
clear susceptibility to the takedowns.
He also looks a lot more tired now.
Yes.
Even though his cardio's holding up, like just the power, the power of, or the ability to defend a takedown, it looks like it just has diminished.
Yes.
By
And
this
I don't
point.
think Hunt had a sprawl to begin with here. He didn't attempt to sprawl on any of the takedowns. This is his third mixed martial arts fight.
Yeah.
He's a kickboxer fighting MMA right now.
Figuring it out. Figuring the game out.
At the highest level of the game.
Yeah, with the undefeated
Middleweight champ.
crazy fighter. Yeah. Crazy insane.
And another note about the Pride rules was they gave more credit to a fighter who finished a fight strong than a fighter who started a fight strong. So, El, we've got a yellow card.
As far as points are concerned.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've got a yellow card here. Pride had a rule in place where if a fighter was stalling, the first time they would receive a yellow card from the ref. The fight was stood up, and that yellow card was a 10% purse deduction. And that's got to sting.
Yeah, due to inactivity, they take money away from your earnings.
Wow, Silva in on a double leg gets Hunt to the canvas.
Wow.
Into half guard. I mean, can you imagine a fight? You're exhausted, you're trying to fight this animal across from you.
Yeah, or say you're hurt and you need a second to just...
Trying to rest for a second,
out.
and bam, 10% of your purse is gone.
That's ruthless.
Yeah. So Silva is on top here.
Who got the card, by the way? Sorry to interrupt.
I was talking, I didn't catch it. And like I was saying, the Pride rules dictate that a fighter who finishes the fight strong will gain more points. So Hunt has got to be thinking, if he's even thinking about the rules at all, he's got to be thinking he wants to end this fight on the feet. And Wanderlei Silva just got full mount.
Oh my gosh. That's scary. But Hunt's able to control him. Hunt's able to control he's controlling his posture right now.
He's controlling his posture very well.
I mean, he's not even really holding him down too hard, but Silva knows that Hunt can easily just buck him off and put him in possibly a bad position.
Yep.
So he's just trying to hold the position at least. Maybe do
and
some...
Hunt
rolls yeah, he's already rolling out of...
Onto his side, Silva maintains.
And Hunt's doing good because he almost rolled to give up his back, but...
Silva is landing some decent strikes to the head here, though. Hunt looks tired.
Yeah, he's taking some decent shots to the side of the head. Trying to roll him off.
He could sneak out the back door here. Silva's mount is very high.
Yeah.
But Hunt's doing the opposite. He's trying to creep back up and get head-to-head level. And Silva just has him flat on the canvas, trying to work chipping small shots.
Yeah.
Do damage, score points.
It's hard to get even people who are smaller than you off.
There it is.
There
Hunt
we go.
rolls, and the fight's
over. Okay, so Silva looks pretty confident that he won. He's throwing his hands up, but he's
celebrating. Silva took that third round, in my opinion.
Yes. Which means more than winning the first 2 rounds, correct? I guess.
But I don't know if it means more combined. I don't know how this is. I mean, I know how it turns out, but
this is my first time seeing it. This was an amazing fight.
Yeah, this fight, just the fact that Silva was willing to fight an opponent with such a great weight advantage and strength advantage on him.
Yeah, and in the news right now, it's all about McGregor moving up to quote-unquote 2 weight classes to fight. And I'm not discrediting his toughness, his whatever. He is a tough dude. But, I mean, Silva right here.
This is not worrying about weight.
This is not worrying about weight.
Yeah.
Not fighting, not agreeing to fight without cutting weight with someone around the same size as you. This is not giving a fuck about weight.
This is some old school warrior shit right here. Both of these guys. Both legends of MMA. And Hunt looks,
Yeah.
They're reading out the decision
no,
right now.
I don't know what they're saying. You saw this recently. What did they say?
Mark Hunt
won?
The fight.
Mark Hunt took the fight.
He did. Took the first 2 rounds.
Now, see, this is where I agree because he dropped Silva. What?
Several times. 4 times, maybe
3 or 4 times. And also, Silva wasn't able to get a submission. Silva never really dropped Hunt. He dropped him, once, maybe?
I think he rocked him once. I don't know if he dropped him. He
Yeah.
was able to secure many takedowns, actually.
Yeah. See, and I guess dropping someone versus getting a takedown on them, in my opinion, I feel like if you're dropping someone with your fists, that should be weighed more heavily than just getting a takedown.
Yes.
I mean, if you're getting a takedown and you're in a super dominant position and applying pressure and damaging your opponent, okay, that's a different story. But if you're just getting the takedown and kind of holding them down and you can't really do anything with them,
that
than
takedown should
dropping
not score the
someone.
same as a knockout.
Exactly.
No,
So
no
I
way.
agree, and that was a crazy fight. So if you want to watch this, get yourself a Fight Pass account.
I will say, I'm not saying we should all put money in Zuffa's pockets, but
Yeah.
Fight Pass is a worthwhile investment
Totally
if you
worthwhile.
are a mixed martial arts fan, if you're a hardcore, even if you're a casual. Just
Yeah.
pick and choose, cherry pick the best fights, watch, get into it. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoy watching these older fights because, again, I never watched it when I was younger, and now that I could like look back and watch this stuff, people who are still fighting today, like Mark Hunt, like see where he came from, see his early fights. That's insane. He's such a legend at this
You get
point.
to see the evolution of fighters.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So that fight, definitely worthy of a Fight Fuel Blast from the Past segment. Blanca, Brazil.
Even though the man from
I don't think we have New Zealand on here. Brazil lost, but like we said, two warriors. Silva gave it everything he had despite the great weight disadvantage. Hunt came in, taking the fight, late notice, and they both put it all on the line. Great fight.
And for you, Hunt,
You win.
Signing off from Brooklyn, New York, Dave Clifford, also known as Fishy Fridge on Twitter.
and Joy G and Y.
Perfect.
See you next time, guys.